Hello, my name is Ann Rhodes. I'm a registered dietitian. Today I'm going to be talking about nutrition and hydration. Nutrition is an exciting field of study that is also a very practical area of health care. You have all heard the saying, you are what you eat, and this is also true of the people we take care of. But what exactly is nutrition? It is the process by which the body takes in food for growth and repair and uses it to maintain or improve health. It is a process because being well nourished is ongoing, not just a pill once a day or occasionally eating well. Our bodies are like machines, and the food we eat is what keeps the machines going. What is it we need to be eating to be well nourished? We talk about nutrients that we need to be considered healthy. There are well over 50 nutrients, and more are being identified yearly as our knowledge of medicine and wellness improves. These nutrients are typically divided into 6 groups, called essential nutrients. Essential means that the nutrients have to be taken on a consistent basis, that the body cannot produce them by itself. These nutrients are proteins, carbohydrates, fats, minerals, vitamins, and water. Protein is needed for growth and repair of tissues. Protein helps keep bones, muscles, and cells strong and are necessary in the healing of wounds. Protein can be found in a variety of foods, but the main source of protein in American diets are animal products such as meat, poultry, fish, milk, eggs, cheese, and other dairy products. Proteins are also found in beans and legumes, as well as breads, vegetables, and soy products. Carbohydrates are needed for energy. They are also needed to keep the brain running. Carbohydrates are divided into 2 groups, called complex and simple carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates are sugars such as honey, jelly, table sugar, juice, soda, and candy. And complex carbohydrates include breads, cereals, grains, pastas, fruits, and vegetables. A majority of our diet should come from carbohydrates. Fats are also needed in the diet. Fats provide energy to our body and give us a sense of fullness. Some fats are better for people than others, and some, especially saturated fats, are often restricted in people's diets. Butter, oil, margarine, cream, cheese, salad dressings, meats all contain fats. While we need fat, we need very little of it and can get it in the foods we eat without adding any butter or oils. On the other hand, fats are what make the diet taste good. They add flavor, and so we do need a little fat. Minerals help build body tissues and are needed for metabolism and other body functions. Minerals are found in a variety of foods, and generally very little of each one is needed each day. The main minerals we need include calcium, chloride, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, and sodium. Taking too much of one mineral can alter the effect or needs of another mineral, so it is best not to be taking mineral supplements without a doctor's okay. Vitamins also help to regulate body processes and can help the body resist disease. Vitamins can either be fat-soluble or water-soluble. Generally, the water-soluble vitamins are not stored in large amounts in the body, so they're needed daily. But fat-soluble vitamins are stored in the fat areas of our bodies. Vitamins also can be taken in excess and should be checked with a physician before taking any doses of vitamins. Water is the last nutrient group. Water is essential to live. One can live several weeks without food, but usually only several days without water. Water is found in all foods. Generally, when we talk about water or fluids, we're thinking of the items that we drink or eat, not what's actually in a food. When you are caring for clients, it will be very important to be offering water or other beverages to them frequently. And you'll probably need to be asking them, would you like something to drink? Or even saying, here's something to drink, rather than giving them the option to say no. How do we make sure that our clients are getting all the nutrients they need or in the correct amounts? We have 2 simple tools that can help with this. They are the Food Guide Pyramid and the Dietary Guidelines for Americans. You can find a copy of the Food Guide Pyramid in the nutrition section of your student manual. Starting at the bottom of the pyramid are the bread, cereal, pasta, grains, rice group, foods that are often referred to as starches. And this is to be the basis of the diet. 6 to 11 servings a day should be provided. This is roughly 2 to 3 servings a meal, and then snacks can be put in between as needed. A serving is usually a slice of bread or half a cup of grain or pasta. And obviously, a 6-year-old or a little lady who's 5 feet tall would be needing the lesser amount of servings, and a football player would be needing more servings. That's why there's the large range. The next level is the fruit group and the vegetable group. And 2 to 4 servings of fruit and 3 to 5 servings of vegetable a day is what's recommended. A serving of both of these is generally considered to be half a cup of canned or cooked fruit or vegetable, or an apple, an orange, half a cup of berries, something like that. These are the 2 groups that Americans generally fall short on. They are, however, the groups that are high in vitamins and minerals, low in fat and in calories, and they really need to be encouraged. If someone's hungry between meals, instead of saying, do you want a candy bar, it might be better off to say, how about an apple, or have a piece of fruit. The next level are the dairy products, which you need 2 to 3 servings a day, and the protein foods, which is also 2 to 3 servings a day. A serving of meat is generally considered to be 2 to 3 ounces. And a rule of thumb of that would be, if you look at the palm of your hand, what the palm of your hand is would be about 3 ounces, and about the thickness of your hand also. And generally Americans eat twice as much protein as they need. However, with ill people or a lot of the clients that we may be dealing with, it's often difficult to get protein in, so we may be needing to encourage foods for ill people, whereas healthy people generally, you might need to say, you don't need quite that much. The top of the pyramid is the fats, oils, and sweets, and these are to be used sparingly. Unfortunately, in the American diet, this is usually the largest food group. If your client is on a special diet, then some of these serving recommendations will probably be altered, and you'll need to follow the specific guidelines for that diet. The other tool for helping determine if one is well nourished is the Dietary Guidelines for Americans, which was developed jointly by the Department of Health and Human Services and the Department of Agriculture. These guidelines have been published for over 20 years and are updated frequently. These latest guidelines were revised in May of 2000, and they incorporate not just healthy eating, but healthy lifestyle. There are 9 guidelines, and they are as follows. 1, to aim for a healthy weight. And what we mean by aiming for a healthy weight is that you want slow weight loss or a slow weight gain rather than rapid loss and gains. It's not very healthy to be what's called yo-yo weighting, going up and down consistently. Number 2, to be physically active each day. And you'll be wanting to encourage your clients in this. Physically active may be as simple as walking from the bed to the kitchen to eat a meal, or getting oneself dressed, or it may be a rigorous exercise program, depending on your client's needs and abilities. Number 3 is let the food guide pyramid guide your choices. Follow the basic plan of foods from each group in the appropriate amounts. Number 4, choose a variety of foods daily. This is very important.